Hi everyone, this is a video about how to submit your hero project via Adobe Spark. So the first thing you need to do is log into Adobe Spark. When you go to the main page, it will ask you, it won't log you in automatically like mine does, but somewhere up in the corner there will be a login button or a sign up button. If you've never logged in before, it's your job to hit sign up, and then a screen that says sign up with Google will appear. Click the sign up with Google button and it will automatically bring you into Adobe Spark. Once you do that and you go to the inspiration gallery, when you hit the plus sign over here to start a new video, you're going to come over here and hit video. And then it's going to load. And you are going to put in your title or your idea for your hero's journey. So my hero's name is Joe. So I'm going to put Joe's journey just for now. And you can always change this title later. Okay, so you are going to pick a story. See how it says the hero's journey right here? This is the template that you want. So click pick this one. And it will go ahead and load the template for a hero's journey. It will show you a video about how to use Adobe Spark. That's really helpful. You really want to watch that and make sure that you understand how Adobe Spark works. Then you come down here and click OK, I'm ready. And see how the template has given you a lot of your boxes from your hero's circle. So it does miss a couple of them. So you're going to need to drag a new box into the space where a missing box is. So for example, it's missing the status quo. So I'm going to put my new blank slide right here where status quo would go. Okay, and then I'm going to start my video. So the first thing that you need to do is pick a theme. So these are themes over here on the right hand side that you can use, and I like this one, so I'm going to use this one. So there's my background. Okay, then the next thing that you need to do, every single slide needs a photo, an icon, or some sort of small amount of text on it. Because remember, this is a video. You need to keep your viewers' attention by having interesting things happening on the video. Okay, so please remember that if you select photo, you can use photos from here if you own them, but if you do not own them, you need to go to the Google Classroom and select that public domain images link that I have given you, because remember we talked about in class how those are free images that the creators have given permission for us to use. If you go to Google and you take a photo off Google, that's called stealing, and it's also plagiarism. So please do not do that. If you need a photo of a real life person or of something else and you want to use a real picture, please go use those public domain images. And they have images of everything you could possibly think of, so you should be just fine. If you'd like to use an icon, you can do this. And so let's say I wanted, this is an action scene and my character is going to hit somebody. So I say pow, and then it may not show results for that. But see this little icon right here? I can click that and that will suddenly go into my slide. And I can make it bigger, I can make it smaller, I can do whatever I would like with it to make it the focus of my slide. So while that's happening on the screen, you also need to narrate your story. So to do that, you're going to come down here and click this orange record button. Well, in order to make it record, you need to hold it down and speak. And then when you're finished speaking or reciting your script that you've written, you're going to let go of that button and it will record it. So watch for a second. Once upon a time, Joe was a 16-year-old boy sitting on the couch eating potato chips. So now I'm finished recording. I've recorded it. You can see my voice waves in the sound waves at the bottom. If I want to listen to it, I press this button. Once upon a time, Joe was a 16-year-old boy sitting on the couch eating potato chips. Okay, so you can listen to it and play it back. If you don't like what you said, you can re-record by clicking the button again and saying your script over again. Okay, you need to section your script out into different sections. That's why these are here. That way it's not all said with just this one slide, because if I was staring at this icon the whole time, that would be really boring, right? So you need to make sure that each successive slide has some sort of graphic or text on it to make it interesting for your reader, because the reader is the majority listening to your video, but they are also watching the video. So you got to make sure you have something interesting on the screen for them to look at. Once you are finished, let's say you've completed this whole thing, everything's done, you're really happy with the way that it came out, and it looks great. If you want to preview it, you can hit this button and it will play the whole video for you. When you're finished and you're ready to turn it in, come up to this button that says share. You're going to make sure that you title it correctly. If you want to have a subtitle, that's fine. Make sure your name is here. And then you do not want this on. You want to keep that off. Okay. And then you are going to hit share up here on number 2. Okay, so you're going to pick a category. Your category is going to be education because we are working in a classroom setting. Okay, so then you can download your video by clicking that, and it will prepare your video for downloading. So you're going to let it load. It's going to take a few minutes. Okay, so now you can see that I have downloaded my video. I would suggest that you both share and download your video to somewhere safe. That way, if something happens while you're trying to turn it in to me, you still have your video so that you can show me later on. So again, go back to share, and you're going to hit the create public link button down here. Okay? Because the way that you will be turning it into me is you will be giving me the web address for your video. Okay, and so to do that, you need to have it make a web address for your video. So it's going to load for a few minutes. And just let it load. It will take a few minutes. Okay, so now you're going to scroll back up. See this link right here? You need to hit copy. Once it has copied, then you are going to go back to our, you're going to go back to your Google Classroom. There will be a project submission tab with a Google form link in it. So let me show you what it's going to look like. This is what it's going to be like. Yours will look like the normal assignment. I haven't assigned to this one yet. You're going to click the Google form. It will take you to the Google form. It's going to look like this. It says Hero's Journey Project Submission. The first thing you need to do is select which period you are in with me. Then you're going to put your first name and your last name. And finally, you will paste that link that you just copied into this section. Once you do that, you hit submit and you are all done. So if you have any questions, please let me know. If you need help, I'm more than happy to help you. Let me know. Have a great day.